Inflation is a trend rise in prices over a period of time, and in economics we normally think of periods of time of a year. So if we say inflation is at 4%, we mean that on average prices are rising by 4% over the course of a year. It is a weighted average of rises and falls in prices of things that most people normally buy. Whether or not inflation is a bad thing for you personally depends on what you personally buy. If you don't buy computer games, you don't have to worry what they cost, and so on. Mind you, high-tech goods do tend to fall in price. Now, inflation is a bad thing for many reasons, but it's mainly a bad thing because it undermines the capacity of money to function effectively as money. And we see this in periods of hyperinflation. Now, Britain has never had hyperinflation, but other countries have, such as Germany in the 1920s, and I think Venezuela is in a pretty bad situation now as well. And in hyperinflation, the value of your money can actually fall in the time it takes you to leave your house and walk to the nearest shop. And if you get to the shop and think, oh no, I'm not buying that, the price is too high, you walk to another shop, the prices are rising again while you're walking to that other shop. And these are extreme cases, but even in a country like Britain, we have maybe 3% inflation at the moment. It can be a rather awkward thing, for some people at least. For example, if prices of the goods you buy are rising, but your income is not rising, that's a bad thing. Also, if you have savings, if inflation is at 4%, for example, are you going to get a 4% return on your money? At the moment, interest rates are well below 4%. So, if, let's say, you've got inflation at 4% and interest rates are 1%, then your money actually falls in value over time. Inflation of about 1 or 2% probably doesn't matter too much because there's a probability that your salary, if you're working, will rise to keep line with inflation, and there is a probability also that you will earn a sufficient return on your savings to protect the value of your savings. Sometimes you will meet economists who will say something like, does inflation really matter? I have met such economists. I don't think, generally speaking, they're very good economists. No, inflation is not a good thing. The higher it is, the more likely it is to harm people. The higher it is, the more likely it is to harm you personally, regardless of what you personally buy. If inflation is very low, about 1 or 2%, it probably doesn't do much harm, and it may not harm you personally at all. But inflation is not a good thing.